And good morning and welcome to Today at the Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter along with our odds maker Keith Fustel. A beautiful wintertime day out here at Laurel Park, day after Christmas. Get out of the house, come on out here. Nice 9-race program we have today. Clear and fast are the temperatures, so hope you had a good Christmas, and now we get right rocking and rolling towards the holiday. Big weekend for us here. We live racing on Monday, New Year's Eve day, and then of course live racing next Tuesday on New Year's Day.
Stakes galore on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, big day Saturday.
Wow,
Yep.
looking real big. Man, looking big today. You know, everybody's got their Christmas money. Come on out to Laurel Park, bet a few bucks. Good betting card on tap this afternoon. I really like a couple of horses on this card, so we're going to attack mode the day after Christmas.
All right, we have some good video spotlights to show you for today's races, but there's what's coming up. You're right, 6 stake races. I was thinking 5. We have 6 stake races this Saturday worth $550,000. Special post time this Saturday, 12 noon for the big card. 6 stake races. What a day this Saturday is going to be. You got the 2-year-old stakes, some nice sprint races, the Jennings Stakes stake race that's been around here a long time.
Yeah.
The Jennings, you see some of the your top older horses win the Jennings Stakes. So cool to see these stake races this Saturday on a big holiday weekend.
And the 2-year-old stretching out to 7 furlongs, so
right.
You know, that steady progression, and hoping it can kind of kickstart them to a productive spring campaign.
So the racing office taking entries today for all those stake races this Saturday, so they'll be busy. Good luck to them. I'm sure they'll put together a great race card. So we were live racing today, then we're off tomorrow and Friday, and then live racing Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for the holiday weekend here at Laurel Park. Let's show you a picture of today's main track. It's a fast track, beautiful conditions in there. You see it, they're working on it right now. It'll be harrowed and opened up here for our first race. What's the time? There we go. 40s and sunny day after Christmas. Couldn't ask for better weather than
No,
that.
I think the temps are staying pretty nice for us for the next couple of days, getting up towards maybe 60 I saw tomorrow, but today with this sun out right now, it's pretty balmy, believe it or not.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Let's get right to it here. Race 1, lots of action here in the opener. We kick off the rolling super high 5 here in race 1. No carryover, but that has a low 15% takeout. So keep your eye on that rolling super high 5 throughout the day. We have it every race with 7 or more horses. They don't hit it in the opener, that'll carry over to the next race with 7 or more, which will be the, a couple scratches there in the second race. The second or third race, it'll carry over to if they don't hit it here in race 1. Also, race 1 kicks off the early pick 5. Both your pick 5s here at Laurel Park. Your best bet with that industry low 12% takeout. Also, it's a mandatory payout on this early pick 5 starting in race 1. Race 1, a maiden claiming $25,000 for 2-year-olds going a flat mile here in the opener. I go with a price play in this race. The 8 Southern Rules, a good second last out. It was first time blinkers last out and a career best for this 2-year-old by Haynesfield. He's run 3 races going a mile, so he has a solid foundation underneath him. Now second time blinkers, Hammy Smith, very good with the 2-year-olds. He knocked me out of the pick 6 this past weekend with another Hammy Smith. Ellery Training Center first-time starter. So I'll take a shot here with Hambone and Sheldon Russell with the 8 Southern Rules, second-time blinkers today.
I agree with you. The blinkers went on. He was into the race a little bit sooner. Very game to the wire. Nick Papagiorgio, a drop-in horse for Tim Keefe, got the job done there with a perfect ride by McCarthy that afternoon back December the 7th. But I like the fact that you said he's got the foundation. He's tactical. I know he can handle the distance. Some question marks here, especially with the morning line favorite. I had a tough time lining this race, but the 4 Sovereign Ruler stretching out for Noah Abramson out of a fast race. Mare's lone win was on turf. Didn't really know what to make of this horse. I'm going to try to beat this horse stretching out. I like Southern Rules. I think he stays the trip. Dynamic kid looking for maybe a little bit more improvement. Drops down to the 25. Did not like the sloppy sealed surface at all in debut. A little bit of late life against better. Catches even a little bit softer this afternoon. Trombetta having a very good run with his 2-year-old stand. The breeding really maybe didn't pan out the way we thought this colt was going to pan out. when you look at the breeding. But I think Dynamic Kid with a drop works as long as the 5, as well as the 5 Astropop Kid blinkers on for Preciado.
Yeah, I didn't use the 5, but blinkers on today for this well-bred 2-year-old son, a lemon drop kid, a good second 3 starts ago back in August. He was in pretty good form back then. And now second off the layoff today. They put the blinkers on, so I didn't use the 5, but I can see how he's live in here.
Yeah, it looks like the mile is going to be right up his alley. You look at the breeding; he's back to the level in which he was claimed. Good little stat here: past 3 years with the 2-year-olds, first-time blinkers, 2 for 10 and 6 for 10 in the money with an ROI of over $3. Blinkers on, always a good angle. But especially while here with these 2-year-olds, I think this horse hangs around. But I think the X Factor horse could be the 4, the 1. And we've got a first-time starter here for motion. It does not do this a lot, Stan. I went back. He's 0 for 5 and 0 for 5 in the money past 4 years with 2-year-old first-time starters like Maiden claiming on the dirt. This is not really a move for him, so did not know what to do with multiple from the rail with Trevor.
Yeah, you get the leading rider, Trevor McCarthy, takes the call there on that first-time starter for Grand Motion, the 1 multiple I use a little bit. So we both have the 8 Southern Rules on top. Then we like a bunch of different horses there in race 1. Let's turn the page. You like the early pick 4. That starts in race 2. Nice starter allowance for filly and mares. We're going 6 furlongs. We have a video for this race, but let's check out your early pick 4 ticket.
Early pick 4, very affordable. $10 if I did my math right. Yeah, we got a single to get you started. A Lady by Choice for Claudio, aggressive move, the right move, playing the conditions in race 2. Single the 8. Then we spread a little bit, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 in race 3. I know Mandel's going to take a lot of play. There's a couple horses in here. Even High Roller could jump up and run a big one. He had trouble last time out. 4th race, 4 deep. 2, 5, 9, 11, one of the tougher races on this afternoon's race card. I think it offers some value. 5th race, we're going to single the 9. We've got a stat later on a Riverderici for trainer Carl Duran. So $10 ticket, very minimal. We hit this. Then we just go ahead and run it up with some key scratches out of the second. Scratch the plain 1, overexposed. The 2, Passamento, I thought was clearly going to be part of the pace flow in here. And the 4, Margie's Money. A horse was certainly going the right direction. Interesting scratch there. So shorter field in race 2.
All right, so lots of action here. It's a 25,000 starter allowance for 3-year-old fillies or older. Filly and mares never won 3. The condition here for race 2. I have the 8 on top. Let's start there. That's your 8 to 5 morning line favorite for your leading trainer, Claudio Gonzalez. We have a video spotlight on the 8, Lady by Choice, 3-year-old daughter of Shanghai Bobby. Here's the race from November 29th at Laurel.
Yeah, battling for the lead. Sine Wave, Lady by Choice, Isotope. She's a chance to. Yeah, good horses here. But Lady by Choice actually gets a slim lead right there about the 3/16 pole, battling with Sine Wave to the inside. Timeless Curls, though, is able to find a seam that afternoon for trainer Dale Capuano, and Timeless Curl has won 3 straight. Lady by Choice, though, very game to the wire. You got to love the effort by Lady by Choice. Draws to the outside. It was a 3 other than stand.
Yeah, it was a monster allowance
it's like a
race.
stakes type race. Some of those fillies and mares have been in deadly form. He gets aggressive here. Goes for the starter optional claimer. A 6-time winner versus some of these that haven't even won 3.
Yeah, and you wonder how this filly is eligible for the condition. You have to read all the conditions when you're handicapping races. That's what Claudio Gonzalez does so well. So a dual condition race, you can be a 3-year-old filly and have won 100 races and being here going against older filly mares, never won 3. So the 8, Lady by Choice, gets a nice class relief. She's a 2-time winner here at Laurel Park. They made a bunch, almost 200,000 with this filly already, so she's going to be awfully tough to beat. We both have the 3 in our Exacta. Audubon Express for Richard Vega. Trevor McCarthy will ride a good second here at Laurel at this level last out.
Yeah, is there going to be enough speed to enhance that run? Didn't get any real help up front last time, but like the way this horse finished, an aggressive ride between horses by Fergal Lynch, ran closed up behind Bell's Ivers Fancy, who basically dictated the whole way. With some of the speed out, I'm worried a little bit. I think she's in deadly form, though, right now. I think she can pair up numbers. Last race, visually strong, but I hated to see some of this speed come out of this race.
But your early pick 4 ticket, you single here on the 8.
I
Lady,
did.
But that's how you. This filly king, she's gonna win. This is how you. She's a reliable single. You single on her in your early pick 5s, your early pick 4s, and then you get creative in other races and try to catch another price somewhere else. I think a very reliable. She'll get a nice trouble-free stalking trip on the outside, right? Lots of things going in
Yeah.
her favor.
Yeah.
And Claudio and BB horses, they win a lot of races, and this is why they go in good spots. So the 8 Lady by Choice is going to be awfully tough there in race 2. Let's turn the page here. Race 3. You go, what, 4 or 5 deep in this race, right?
I did. Mandel, I believe, is going to be the fave. 44-1 and 14-1 the last 2, and some bang-up efforts. Pairs up 80 Buyer speed figures, gets a little bit of relief out of the other than condition stand. And Mandel was right there. I mean, speed-wise, with a horse like Force, just dogged that horse. We're going to show that video, right, of the last race.
Get a video
Can we do
from
that?
The allowance race last out. Yep, here we go.
This was just a dogged effort by this horse. Forced it 1-5 that day. But Mandel says, I am not going to let you go. Went on the attack by the time they hit the 5/16 pole. Forced game and defeat, but Mandel just, resolute to the wire, able to kind of handle the strong handling of Sheldon Russell. You see Sheldon all over this horse through the final 70 yards, able to get up to win by a nose. Mandel, sharp claim. That's all you can say right now.
Yeah.
Dwyer went in for 16. This horse has paired up a couple lifetime bests. You look at the race, there's some other speed to deal with, but he's clearly the one to beat. If you're looking for a little value, I go Claudio here with the 3 Hot Mike. They jumped in, claimed this horse, raises. Another one that hooked a tough lone speed type and field advantage last time out. We saw this in arrears off the claim the other day move up several points for Claudio. It's within reason, okay, with this kind of horse. This is his kind of horse. Speed, tactical type of runner. Now we're jumping up. I like the fact that they're going to race this horse off the claim.
Yeah, Claudio with 2 horses here in the 3rd race, and he did it a couple times last weekend, winning first off the claim. He's 31%, a nice positive ROI first off the claims. I can't believe I left a 3 Hot Mike off my top picks altogether. I go with the other Claudio 3-year-old. The 4 Trusting Friends won 4 in a row. 3 for Claudio, a 3-year-old by the factors, a 5-time winner. 2 for 2 here at Laurel Park. The Buyer speed figures aren't as big as Mandel, but it's Claudio. You get Victor Carrasco. It's a closing sprinter, rallied from mid-pack last out. I'll go with the 4 Trusting Friend on top here, the other Claudio horse.
Yeah, he's certainly going to get some help, it looks like, from his stable mate. Hot Mike, I don't think, wants to let Mandel just walk the dog out there and go free around the turn. So you'll see some aggression, I think, from Torres mid-turn to go hook Mandel. But Trusting Friend, boy, there's another one. Did not look like he was going to get up, but handled a very strong ride. I mean, just kept on grinding to get up. I want to see, won 4 in a row. Yeah, going for 5 in a row right now.
And he beat Taco Supreme last
Key
out.
horse.
Taco came right back to win. So,
all right,
we like some similar horses there in race 3. Let's get a quick commercial break. When we come back, 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 4. Late Pick 5 today starts in race 5. I have a $32 Late Pick 5 ticket. We'll check that out right after this.
When it comes to getting back in the game, there's only one team to turn to. The team more high school, collegiate, and professional athletes train and recover with. That team is MedStar Sports Medicine. For more than 30 years, MedStar has served as a leader in the diagnosis, treatment, and rehabilitation of orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Ranked among the top programs in the Maryland and Washington regions, we offer rapid access to athletes of all levels. Let the pros who treat the pros treat you. MedStar Sports Medicine.
All right, welcome back. Let's check out the 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. A little carryover, a little shy of $1,000 today. There it is, $957. They'll put a few thousand into it today. If you can take it down and be the only ticket, you have a $2,000, $3,000 Pick 6 score. It starts here in the 4th race. We also start the middle Pick 4 here in race 4. We're going a flat mile, claiming $5,000 for 3-year-old fillies or older filly mares. Never won 3 is the condition here. And big late scratch here on the 6 Grease Lightning, who was my top pick in the spot. The 6 is out, so I end up on the 11, Miss Gray, my top pick here for trainer Scott Lake. 3-year-old fillies won 4 times already. You get the journeyman Joanne Rosado to ride. She was the beaten favorite last out here at Laurel late November. That was against 12-5 3 Life Company, and something went amiss that day. She was a beaten favorite, but she ran a good second against 12-5 Company 2 starts ago. And Lake, he claimed this filly for $5,000. He's picked up a couple checks. Now he jams her right back in for a nickel to try to get the win. I have her on top. You have her in your exacta.
Yeah, she's probably, I'd say, the one to beat when you break it all down. She is a 4-time winner, like you said. Turning back to the one-turn mile could definitely help her. Her two-back try, she was game every step of the way, did all the dirty work chasing, came back late to almost get by unlucky Hillary. I go to the 9 G4 in here, looking for a little bit of a blow-up. I know the buyer of 44 wasn't that great coming out of a 2-in-life race, but I like the final quarter mile. This horse was determined, didn't really get a whole lot of pace help up front, shifted down to the inside, and just was able to sustain under rider Forrest Boyce. And Forrest owes me no money. Boy, we got that big win with her a couple days ago. So similar type of ride, I think, is in store for G4. And may even get a little bit more pace help up front with speed, given a chance stretching out for Claudio, Stellar, Trick with some speed, Vinny Gorge. There's a couple horses in here that could maybe create an honest pace. I like G4. I think this horse can sustain value. That's what we're looking for. There's not a lot of consistency with these horses. 2 good races in a row. Drop down. This is the right level. I think G4 can make a run at a big price.
Yeah, you get a decent price, and you got the money with Forrest on a long shot last weekend. This is a spread race. If you're playing the pick 6 or the early pick 5 or something, the fact that you can single on Claudio in the second race with the favorite that looks unbeatable, that gives you some more coverage here in race 4. You can go deep here in race 4, maybe try to catch a nice price like the 9 G4. I like the 4 in my exacta, Stellar Trick for Jerry Brooks. 4th at this level 2 starts ago, going 6 furlongs. Showed a little speed that day. Showed speed last out in the slop, going 2 turns against Open 8,000 company. A decent 4th that day. Now drops back down to the nickel. This horse gonna show speed. She's won going this distance before. You get J.D. Acosta to ride. She won going this mile distance last October right here at Laurel Park. So I think the 4 Stellar Trick, she's live here in the first leg of this pick 6.
Certainly going to be, I believe, part of the pace along with the 5 Splendor Gal. Splendor Gal with Russell, I think, is stretching back out is going to be no. Those two may go ahead and just the speed's kind of right next to each other, lap on each other, and go around the track a long way. Nancy R. They're going to go ahead and put Montanez on this horse. Look at that ROI, 259, a good win percentage, jockey trainer combination. Sure. Nancy R. 4 seconds out of 7 tries at the mile distance. This is a horse that, given a chance to relax a little bit, which I think she's going to be able to do, make a run from mid-pack with this rider. This rider does a good job rating horses early on, and I think this horse can make a progression into it. Kind of maybe a similar trip. I think G4 will be a little bit further back, though, than Nancy R.
All right, so race 4 wide open here to kick off the pick 6. Let's turn the page here. Race 5 is going to anchor that early pick 5 and kick off the late pick 5 industry low. No carryover. They hit it for over 9,000 last Sunday, the late pick 5, but we always have that industry low, 12% takeout on both your pick 5s here at Laurel Park. I have a ticket. Let's check it out here. A $32 ticket, and I couldn't find my best bet's Claudio in the second race, so that's my single early on. I couldn't find a best bet single for this late pick 5, but a $32 ticket. I'm 4 deep here in race 5. This is a wide open maiden 10,000 going 6 furlongs. I go with the 2, 3, 9, 12. Race 6, a nice allowance race. I like the 1 Barley Jack in there. I like the 4 Nix Warrior as well. Race 7, that's kind of wide open. I go with Trevor McCarthy on the 3 Brushing, and the 10 in there. Louise gets blinkers on for trainer Robbie Bales. Then race 8, I go with the 1 6 there in race 8. Then the finale, I go with the 2 American Star 8 to 5 morning line, and the 6 Born to Shop 2 to 1 for Sheldon Russell and Michael Gorham there in the finale. So a $32 ticket. You can study all of our tickets on the laurelpark.com website, right underneath the handicapping section. Let's take a look here. Race 5, maiden 10, 3 and up, 6 furlongs. I have the 9 on tap. You have the 9 on top as well. We have a stat to show you for trainer Carl Duran, the trainer of the 9, Riverdurci, our top pick here in the 5th.
Yeah, trainer that just kind of flies under the radar a little bit. You know, he doesn't run a lot of horses. Boy, he can strike at some prices. But you know what? I look back, favorites. He's done fine. Look at this. The last 3 years, 4 for 13, 31%, and 11 for 13 in the money with favorites on the dirt. I certainly believe a Riverdurci dropping down from the maiden 25s will be favored in race number 5. A lot of horses had a lot of chances, Stan. The form is just not that great there. This class drop out of a key race. Crush It was a horse from Mary Epler that was in good form. Passion Night came back to gallop. Arrivederci, I think, will sit just a perfect trip, stalking the pace. In Your Pocket's going to go ahead and send from the inside for Salzman and Ruiz. Maybe some other horses. Some token speed goes out. Maybe a little Overture. I expect some more speed. That's your bomb horse. A 6 maybe throwing in your supers and tries. I don't know. Those horses were kind of rated back out of it last time out, but should show some speed. But Arrivederci, class drop, stalks and pounces.
Yeah, and it's third off the layoff. That's my favorite comeback race. Third off the layoff. That's when they're sitting locked and loaded. The 9 looks awfully tough here, but you can't single them because it's a maiden 10, so there's no world beaters in here. There's nothing to get in love with and single your whole multi-race ticket on a maiden 10. You just can't do it. That's one of my rules. I don't single in maiden special weight races. They've never won before. They're not reliable. But
so on my other TV ticket, I better add one more horse. I got this horse as a single on my early pick 4 ticket. Just trying to keep it reasonable.
You single on him.
Just try. But I'll go too deep. Give me another horse I should use in there. You like it? You're liking the 12. Okay.
The 12.
77 force. Okay.
Yeah, for Jeff Talley, Angel Sora is riding well recently. His horse a good third last out. Should get a good trouble-free trip on the outside. It was going a mile the last couple races. Now, I do like that cutback route to sprint. This Tally barn looks like they're 3 for 9 with a big positive ROI cutting back in distance. So the 12, he should be locked and loaded and should be a major factor in the final strides here.
I don't think we need to spend a whole lot of time. I think Glenn's Caper is the other type of closer, similar running style as a 77 force. You'll see In Your Pocket. Showed a little heart last time. Actually was hooked by a better horse, but didn't really give in until late. So I think the Salzman horse will be rolling right out to the front end. 6 furlongs. Can he get 6? 5.5? 6 might need a little bit of a breather around the turn. If he gets it, he could be gone.
All right, so we like the same 4 horses there with the 9 on top in race 5. Let's turn the page. Race 6, one of our features of the day. It's a filly mare 3 and up. It's a 2 other than allowance feature. Optional claiming 35,000. We're going a flat mile. We start the late pick 4 here in race 6, and I have the 4 on top. You like the 4 here. Next Warrior for Claudio Gonzalez. Jomor Torres rides his 5-year-old mare. Second off the claim for Claudio. A big effort. First off the claim. Last out. Just got beat at this level. A little wide on the far turn, but a real good second at this level. This filly is 5-year-old mare by Majestic Warrior. She's 6 for 7 in the money here at Laurel Park. So I think she's sitting on a big race, and we'll get a little decent price because the 1 Barley Jack is going to be your deserved favorite in this spot. But I'll take a little shot here with the 4 Next Warrior on top.
Yeah, they keep with Next Warrior. Can she get maybe a little bit more help? But, boy, she ran valiant first time off the claim, made a big third quarter move into a slower pace. Unbridled Adventure, just a red-hot horse right now. Got the best of her through the final eighth of a mile. I think she's a definite user for Claudio, as well as the 6 Mizuma Springs. We're going to go first time in the barn of Cal Lynch. This horse had trouble. Did have to await room at Parks. Shifted out and made a very strong, determined ride. I think this horse is maybe your jump-up horse to make that next step. But Barley Jack, the road's going to go through her. Yeah, she's kind of given it up the last 2 times, but honest fractions. Good final times. Isotope, Timeless Girls, key horses. We saw them out of the Lady by Choice race earlier, Stan. It's Barley Jack's race to lose on the front end.
Yeah, beaten favorite at this level last out, but that was in the slop. Now she gets a fast track today. And Rubley freshened her up after that last race early November. They gave her a little time off. Some good works up there at Fair Hill. And Rubley from a almost 200 horse sampling. She's a good 15%. Nice little positive ROI. Bringing horses back after this kind of brief freshening. So the 1 Barley Jack's going to be awfully tough to beat in here.
Okay.
Let's turn the page here. Race 7, another wide open maiden, 10,000 filly and mares, 3 and up, going 7 furlongs here in the 7th race. When in doubt, just go with the leading rider, Trevor McCarthy on the 3. Brushing here for Hammy Smith, 3-year-old filly by Hunters Bay. Takes a drop from maiden, 25,000 today. This will be her 4th race back off the layoff. You get McCarthy. The 3 Brushing is supposed to be awfully tough here in race 7.
Hammy just threw his program. He's walking right on by us. We put the bite on him.
No. He works too hard for us to stop him.
That's right. This horse is going to be tough. We know this filly can get the distance back to a fast track. She'll make a steady progression into it from mid-pack. I'm not sold on any of these. I'm going to take a flyer on the first-time starter here. Sea Candy for Ferris Allen, Jorge Ruiz, Orwick Stable. A little stat here. Past 5 years, we're going back, but an ROI of 362 for AFA the third, with maiden claiming first-time starters on the dirt.
Right.
Let's take a chance. They had a firster a couple weeks ago. Almost get the job done on the front end. 216. That was a 2-year-old maiden claiming filly for maiden 40s. Works are good enough for me. Sydney's Candies, they can win first time out, no doubt about it. So there's my little long shot flyer of the day, the 9.
Sure,
Seat Candy.
I like her. The barn had a nice maiden special weight win last weekend. They had Jorge Riaz aboard that winner.
Yep.
So the barn and the jockey doing well recently. I use her in my top 4. The 10, what do you make of Louise, 4-year-old maiden, 0 for 14. Now she gets the blinkers on, third off the claim for Robbie Bales. Her last couple have been kind of a disappointment. They've been for maiden 16. Now she drops back down to maiden 10. She was second at this level 3 starts ago when Robbie claimed her. She, with the blinkers on, should be right there today.
Yeah, this looks like the field. I mean, she's had 14 tries. Is this the now or never shot for her? I've chased her a few times. The blinkers go on. There's not a lot of true early speed in here. Maybe Donis, the light to her outside, will go ahead and send. But Louise should be forward. I mean, and I think the road's probably going to go through her.
Sure.
You know, once they hit the top of the stretch, 0 for 14. That's just. You're not going to get any value. She's going to be around that 2-to-1 range.
And she's been a big-time money burner in her career, a 5-time beaten favorite, so she's burned some money at the window.
Tough to leave out of your multi-race game, especially if you've got some other prices to go along to pair up with her in this particular race.
All right, let's turn the page here. Race 8 going to kick off the late daily double. We're going a mile and a 16th, claiming 5,000 for 3 and up. Never won 2 lifetime. We're both on the 6 here. Runabout 8 to 5 for trainer Wayne Potts. The barn's come to life here recently. They get Rosario Montanez on this 3-year-old son of Preakness winner. Oxbow has been right there the last 2 starts at this level. Just got beat a neck last out with a 62 buyer. That's a lifetime best. Runabout. He's on his A game right now. See if he can put together another strong race today. If he can, he'll be a tough favorite to beat here.
Yeah, hung a little bit last time and had an excuse out of the gate and also was floated. So all in all, I don't want to beat this horse up for not getting the job done. I thought he was a lead pop lock. He was sitting perfectly, leaving the 3/8 pole and just could not get by. Publishing an iterate for Mary Epler that day. He breaks cleanly. There is some speed to go look at and stalk, and then he's got the stamina. He's proven at the 2-turn distance. He's the one to beat at 8 to 5. But Chaco Mount intrigues me a little bit. He goes back on his page. He's got a 57 buyer, albeit at a mile, stretching out to the 2 turns. The Ferrier barn is really getting hot. They're 7 for 20 the last 30 days, 11 for 20 in the money with an ROI of over $3. Chacomont at 10-1 on the morning line would probably come down off of that a little bit with the scratch of the 4. I wish I was special, but I think this horse holds value. Positionally wise, is going to be tactical. Mile and 16th, is it a little too far? Maybe, but the barn right now is just firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, they had a couple winners last weekend, right? The Farrier barn knocked me out of pick 6 last weekend.
Yeah.
So all right, so I didn't use the 8. We both like the 1 here. Any darn day, you get the 10-pound apprentice Grace LeBar on this 3-year-old. First off the claim for Dorothy Wharton. This she won with wire-to-wire speed. Last out going a mile. They're probably just going to send from the get-go here with this lightweight assignment, 113 with the Bug Girl on.
Yeah, that was first time going long on the dirt and absolutely gallop. They reach in, they claim, and boom, right down to the nickel. So it's attack mode for Wasabi Ventures. Yeah, I think right to the front with this one. Disco Express has had excuses for Mike Trombetta. We talked about this horse in the past as breeding to go long. It's going to be hard for this horse not to be up near the lead a long way in this field. But Runabout has the stamina, and Chaco Mount is another one. I think he's going to be a player in here at a price. So 6-8 for me. Disco Express. I think he's going to be right there, turning for home.
Right.
But will the starts be taken out of him by having to kind of chase any darn day?
All right, let's turn the page here. 1 more to go. Race 9, we're going a flat mile here in the finale. Maiden claiming 16,000 for 2-year-old fillies here in race 9. We both have the 6 on top here. Born to Shop. 2-year-old filly by Creative Cause. Let's see. She was in the Todd Pletcher barn earlier this summer up there in New York. She debuted against maiden special weight sprinting on the turf. She ran okay that day. They bet her down to 8-1 in her debut. Then they sent her to Churchill with Mike Maker. That didn't go too well down there. So she's been all turf so far. Her 3 tries have been all turf. Now she takes a big drop here from maiden special weights at Belmont, Churchill, and Fairgrounds. Gorham puts her in a nice spot here. First start in the Gorham barn. Now he's 18% in a positive ROI with new runners in his barn. He's having a strong meet, Michael Gorham. He gets Sheldon Russell on this 2-year-old filly taking a drop.
Yeah.
We both have the 6 Born to Shop on top.
Not a lot to go with here, I can tell you. Boy, the form is not real good. So Hainted, could be forward your pace. American Star has gotten better. We've chased this one. This filly by Star Guitar stretched out. Ran okay. Was on very wide last time out. Has some finish, a little bit of finish in her races, but the 6, I just kind of defaulted to her. Looked at the breeding on the bottom side, the Dam, Young and Lovely. Both of her wins were on the dirt, so that's good enough for me. Creative calls on the top side can handle the dirt, so a default pick to the 6.
The only thing is when Gorham wins, he normally likes a little bigger price.
He does.
He normally likes that 7-8 to 1. Irish inspired first time starter.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Papa Cho, we got the money with Papa Cho at a big price this fall. So he's won with the big prices this fall. Now Gorham's got to win with one of the favorites here in race 9.
Okay.
He's a class act, top outfit.
Yeah.
I think he can get the job done with Born to Shop there in the finale. That's it. We're out of time. Nice weather today here for the day after Christmas. In England, they call it Boxing Day or something.
Yeah.
All the boxers come out or something. Or Mike Tyson, boom, boom. I don't know. Let's come out and bet.
You got it.
Dave
Come out and bet.
He's coming up next with scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.